That's what you did. You played. But what did you slay? My confidence? My self-esteem? My pockets? You evil witch. You need to go to jail. Hey y'all, it's your girl Kai and I'm back with another video. Okay y'all, so today's video is going to be about the time that I got scammed, I know, once again, by a hairstylist in my city, well, my hometown, right? Okay, so before we get into the whole story, if you're new here, hey, how you doing? Make sure you subscribe, join us. If you're returning, you loyal, keep coming back and back and back again like you always do. You know I rock with you, you know I love you. And that's just that on that. That's pretty much it. I don't have on makeup. I just put on some lashes and I did my brows. Well, so I do have on makeup, but I don't have a beat face. I don't really do that. I put on some lip gloss. Okay, well, let's get into the story. So this story takes place sometime when I was in high school. I'm not sure of like what year exactly I was in high school when this happened, but whatever, right? Details aren't that important. And the only reason I thought of this story time because I wasn't even like, this wasn't even on a roster, wasn't on the list, wasn't nothing. I thought of this because I was talking to my close friends and I was like, yeah, I started doing my own hair because of this, that, and the third. I only got my hair done professionally one time by this one girl in the city. And I was like, no, I'm lying. Like, I got my hair done another time that was this time that I'm about to tell y'all about. So basically, moral of the story is, this is why I do my own hair now. But let me backtrack, right? Okay. So I'm in high school, right? And I wanted to get my hair done. I don't know if I was getting it done for my birthday. I don't know if I was just getting it done just because. I think I was getting it done for back to school, now that I remember correctly, because I got a full lace wig. And I had to, you know, buy it, right? So I'm like, okay, let me get this full lace because I had a hairstyle I wanted. If I got a picture of the hairstyle, I'll put it on here. But like, this is the hairstyle I wanted. So that's the hairstyle I was going for, but I was like, okay, so I need a full lace for this install, so I'm gonna get a full lace. I booked my appointment with the lady, and you know, we did it like that. Mind you, this was years ago. If I had a messages or anything like that, I'll make sure to put them in here, but like, we'll see, child, we'll see. So I'm all excited. I'm like, ooh, I'm about to get my hair done, right? Oh, happy. You know, you about to get your hair done. It's just like a new feeling, like you about to be reborn, born again. So the day of my hair appointment, I'm driving to go there because I'm running a little late, but I'm not running like super late. I'm running like 10 minutes or less late, right? Where she lived was like, I would say like a good 15 minutes from where I stayed, but needless to say, I was running late because of whatever reason, right? So I get to driving and I'm driving, it's pouring down, raining. And where I had to drive down Edgewood, like going towards Commonwealth, if you know where that's at. And like, it always floods in that area when it rains really, really bad. So I'm driving, it's like puddles of water, and not like no little ass like, oh, put your rain boots on, go jump puddles. It's like you can't, you know, like even little puddles or smaller puddles when you're driving, you can't drive through them too fast, right? But it's like flooded. It's not up to your titties flood, it's not up to the cover the whole truck flood, but it's flooded. Like, I'm driving through flooded streets. So I'm like, and I hate feeling rushed. Like, if I'm going somewhere and I'm driving and I feel rushed, like, I'm ready to just throw the towel in. Because one thing about it, don't rush me, don't have me feeling rushed, because I will dead like not go. I'm sorry, like, that's too much stress. I don't like that. So I'm driving, and then I get there, right? Pouring down rain, y'all. I get out the car, I grab my hair, and I'm knocking on the door. I just like, hey, I'm outside. I want to say it wasn't even like at the 5-minute mark yet, or like if it was like 6 minutes, 7 minutes. Like it really wasn't 10 minutes, because she's one of them ladies that had like a late policy and everything, right? Like no grace period, like you bitch, you're late, go to hell, basically. It's like, damn, like I'm right at the 5-minute mark, like come on, like I'm right here with it. I'm outside banging on the fucking door. Okay, so it was one of those suites where it's like you go to the building, you open the door, and inside of where you're at, there's a bunch of different rooms, right? It's like one of those, if y'all ever been in one of those. So I'm like knocking on the door, and I could see another lady walking out of one of the other rooms, and she walks down the hallway. It's just me. I'm in the rain, oh fucking well, just drown. So like I'm outside, I'm like, damn, like she not even gonna come open the door. What the so I'm texting the lady, she not responding. I'm banging on the door, nobody's coming. I'm like, damn, like I came here, I got here like right at the grace period time. Like right in enough time to get my appointment and get my hair done. And then you want to take 30 minutes to come open the fucking door. Like, bitch, I was here 30 minutes ago. Like, I'm OD, but like, I was here like 5 minutes ago. So now by the time you get to the door, it's like, oh, well, you're past the 5-minute mark, so there's nothing I could do for you. But it's like, bitch, I was here though. It was you. But okay, so some other lady comes to open the door, and I'm going in, I'm like looking for her suite number. I'm like, okay, cool. So like I'm right here, so I to open the door. Like I bet you, like I'm sure I'm her only client, because I think she said something about having to squeeze me in, or like I was gonna be her last client today, something like that, something to the effect of like I thought I was gonna be like the only one or some shit, right? So I get in, and she was like, no, she didn't say she had to squeeze me in. She was like, basically like, we just booked the appointment, so ignore that part. She said that on a different part, but like I didn't say that. So I come in and I'll go to the suite, and I'm like, her door's already open, and then the bitch that looked at me while I was outside in the pouring down rain, who had came out from one of the other rooms, she was in there, and I'm just looking at her like, like you're nasty acting for no reason. Like I would never leave you sitting out there in the fucking rain. But so okay, so I get in the room, I'm like, hey, yeah, this is my name, I'm Kai, y'all know who had the appointment at this time. I've been standing outside, nobody was coming to open the door or whatever. She was like, oh yeah, well, you know, mind you, I walk in, she's standing over somebody doing their fucking hair.
Boy, ain't no fucking way, boy.
You couldn't come get me from outside in the rain, because you in here doing somebody else's hair at my appointment time. You should have been looking for me. You should have not been in nobody else's hair. You should have been looking for me. You should have been looking at your phone to see if was I outside. It's one thing to have another client that you're like, okay, well, she's running a little late, let me try to, you know, push a ball cap on. But it's another thing for me to actually be here blowing up your phone, and you have the fucking door locked. The least you could have did was leave that shit unlocked, and I could have walked back here like, hey, I'm here. Something. But you had me outside an additional 5 minutes in the fucking rain. Bitch, are you slow? So I go, I'm like, hey, yeah, this is my name. This is this, this is that, this is this, this is that. And that's when she was like, basically like, oh, there's nothing I can do for you. You're too late. Your appointment has been canceled. And I'm standing here and I'm like, like heartbroken. Like heart fucking broken. Like that was the worst news I could have gotten. Like, why would you say some shit like that? Like, I cannot, like, I'm not over this situation. I'm still not. Like, are you fucking dumb? Like, I was here. I swear to God, I was here. Like, oh my mama, I was here. I'm like, my mom, I'm like, yeah, she said she can't, like, she can't do my hair. Da, da, da. My mom was like, okay, well, ask her, can you come another time? Da, 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 da. Cause I'm just like, okay, well, fuck, I guess I ain't getting my hair done. Fuck you, bitch. Like, I would never come back. Like, one of those, right? My mom was like, no, go see if she can do your hair another day because you want your hair done for back to school or whatever the fuck the occasion was. She was like, no, go see if she'll do your hair because you were there. I was here. Da, 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 on the phone with me. And I'm like, yeah, you right. So I went down. I was like, is it possible that I could come in like another day? Like I wanted my hair done by this time and this and that and this and that. She was like, hold on. So she's doing a girl hair or whatever, right? Okay, cool. So she's like, hold on. And she's like, picks up her phone and checks her schedule. I'm assuming she was like, you could come in Tuesday at this time. Woo woo woo, right? So I'm like, okay, thank you, right? But you want to pick your phone up to check your schedule, but when I was blowing your shit down, you could not pick up your phone. People fucking kill me. So whatever, right? I get back in the car in the flooded streets of Jacksonville, Florida, and I drive back home. It's pouring down, raining. It rained on my parade. I'm crying damn near. Like, it's just not a good day. So now I'm like, damn, so I guess I'm gonna go back to school with the nest. Because, like, what am I supposed to do? You know, at this point, I'm not doing my own hair. Like, it was never given that. It's like, okay, well, oh well. Or, like, whatever the fuck. So I'm just like, okay, any fucking ways. So Tuesday rolls around, and I make this my appointment. I get in or whatever, and I'm in the chair. She's doing my hair, but she's also doing somebody else's hair simultaneously. One of those, right? And it's like, the first instance, when I got there and I was a little late, off the strength of you, bitch. Because keep in mind, she had however many minutes for her grace period before your appointment was canceled, like let's say 5 minutes. So if I get here right at 5 minutes, I could have been in your room before it turned to 6 minutes. Like, I got 60 seconds left to get up in there before my shit is over with. So it's like, as far as you know, I could have just been banging on the door this whole time because you didn't come answer the door. You didn't even say shit about, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't even know you were outside. You didn't say nothing to me. I come in soaking wet. I was standing over the little awning that they had, the little overhead thing, but it ain't but this fucking big. So like, I'm still getting drenched. You know, the water droplets are splashing. Like, I'm still wet as fuck. So I come in here. I could have been standing outside for like 3 minutes, just knocking normal fuckingly before like I even texted your phone. So you really don't know what time I showed up. Basically, is the point I'm trying to make. You don't know what time I got here. You just don't. So I could have been on time, but you had the fucking door locked, dummy. Like, are you stupid? So whatever. So I get to my next appointment or whatever, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And mind you, keep in mind, she's like a famous, she's notorious for doing hair in my city. She's one of those girls, right? And she does good work. So like, that's how I reach out to her, because I'm like, I'm all over her Instagram, like, wow, like, she does her shit. Like, I would like to get my hair done by her. And I don't see too many people doing full lace installs, and it actually looks good. So I'm like, okay, bet. Like, I'm gonna get my hair done. She's posting like, oh, full lace install, this, that, and the third. People pictures and videos that she done did. And I'm like, okay, bet. Like, I know she's about to slay my shit. So the day comes that I actually go and get my hair done, where after we reschedule. So I come and I sit down. I give her the wig. She's like, ooh, this your wig? How much this is this? So I was like talking her shit. And she was like,
like, oh, next time you need to get a wig from me because
talking shit about my wig, basically. And I'm in my head like, girl, go the fuck to hell. Because like, if you think you're about to sit up here and promote your fucking wig line, because I brought this wig, and there was nothing wrong with the wig. Like, even now that I do hair or whatever on the side or whatever, like, there was nothing wrong with the wig. And she didn't even have like oh, I have this preference or that preference. Touch your nose, bitch. Touch your fucking nose. Don't worry about where I got my wig from. Does not matter. I'm not buying your shit. So I'm just sitting here like, girl, okay, like, I don't give a fuck. Do my hair. Like, at this point, we're here now. This is the wig you have to work with it. If you had a preference in wigs that you wanted me to use for full lace, you should have let me know that before. Because like, if you're getting a full, not a full, but like a frontal sew-in or like a frontal quick weave, she's like, oh, I only accept frontals from here. But this is a whole full lace wig. This is not just an instantly ass frontal. This is a whole wig. So if you had preference or something like that, like, if you would have let me know, I would have been like, all right, yeah, like, you did tell me that. But like, you never mentioned shit about a fucking wig until I get here with my wig and you want to talk shit. Bitch, just do my hair. Like, at this point, does it fucking matter? It does not. I promise you it doesn't matter. So she's like going through the wig. She's like, like just doing her shit. And I'm sitting here like really timid and just like I really want my hair to be cute. Like, I don't know shit about shit. I'm just like, I'm just happy to be here, right? So I'm like, okay, so she's about to break my hair down or whatever. She was like, okay. She gets the fucking, what's it called? Gets out the wig cap or whatever. The little bald cap. Gets out the comb. And she starts like parting my hair. So I'm like, okay, she about to break my shit all back. Like, I know a little something about fucking wigs and install at this point. Like, I know you're supposed to braid it back. I know that. Y'all, I kid you not. I kid you not. And I'm not saying everybody who does this doesn't know how to do hair, but like when y'all hear everything together, it's giving like that's the least you could have fucking did was braid my hair back right. She parts my hair down the fucking middle, not even straight, look a straight part, right? Mind you, like, okay, like it's braided down, nobody's gonna see it, but like that's the least you could have did was get my shit right if you were gonna do me this wrong. She parts my shit in the middle, unprecise. She might as well damn near just dug her fucking fingers through because like, bitch, that's how the part was giving. And y'all, she puts my shit in 2 braids.
Boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Not too tight, stitch, scalp braids. Like, bitch, like, even though these are 2 braids, these gonna be the best 2 braids, the flattest install. Y'all, two dookie braids, dog. Like, I kid you not, I can't make this shit up. What? So she braided my hair and I'm sitting here like, she about to fuck me up. Like, I'm already in my head like, I've never been in no position like this before in my life. Like, I'm like, I see you posting work on Instagram. I'm like, okay, maybe she does everybody like this.
You stupid.
I don't fucking know. But okay, so she did that. She put the fucking wig cap on me and, you know, did the whole laying down shit or whatever, and she sat me up under the dryer. I was under the dryer for like 45 minutes. The longest 45 minutes of my fucking life. She's doing somebody else's hair. It's like one of those times when you sitting up under the dryer and I know good and damn well I'm got to be. It don't take that long for shit to dry, for one. Especially not for no goddamn got to be. You think about sitting me up under here for 2 hours? Up under this hot ass dryer? I'm sweaty. You got me up under this dryer for an hour over some got to be spray? Bitch, you're out your mind. Like, you're crazy. So she comes to get me and she's like, okay, you gonna go in this room right here. So she takes me to another room. I'm like, maybe she just want to do me and the other client here at the same time. So like, she has a client in the room that she just sat me in a chair and braided my hair back in. So she has somebody in that room. She's doing their hair. Like, I guess when she said squeeze me in, she really meant like, bitch, I really don't want to do your hair, but since your mom's on the phone, I'm going to just tell you yes and give you the shittiest treatment I can. She puts me in this room with this other lady that's known in my city that was just on the shade room for scamming bitches out of wigs. She puts me in a room with that lady, and that lady ends up like starting on my hair. I'm lying. Okay, so she braided my hair back. The lady who I booked the appointment with, she braided my hair back. Then she put me in a room with the other lady, and the other lady put my bald cap on. And I'm like, oh, look, I've seen you on Instagram, I see your wigs. Like, you make wigs, oh, they're really pretty or whatever. She's talking to me, shit, no customer service. Like, it's like you hoes be one way on Instagram, but in real life, y'all are completely different. Like, I just don't get it. Like, I'm me, like, all the way around. All the way the fuck around. Like, I'm just me. Like, if y'all ever made me a person, I would be the same way. Like, I'm just, you know, like, I don't really care too much about none of that extra shit. Like, I'm just cool, you know, like regular me. So it's like when you get in person, it's like, I don't know if it was the entitlement or like just being nice, nasty in general, but it was just not like I was ready to go, but I was like, I want to go with my hairstylist. So she put me in a room with the lady. That's when the lady did the bald cap and then put me in the other under the dryer. So after like an hour, the lady doing somebody else's hair, finishing their hair, laughing and kikiing with her, she had her sister in there with her, and they were talking about like, oh yeah, my nephew this, my nephew that. Like, they were talking about him at school, his grades and whatnot, talking about her son grades. I don't know why I remember that conversation, but I do. They were talking about her mom and some more shit. I'm sitting there. So, mind y'all, I have a full lace wig. If you are unfamiliar with wigs and you don't really know what the fuck that even means, it's like basically like y'all see the TikToks and whatnot where they like to put the shit down, right? Okay, cool. I got a couple hair videos on my page if you really want to know. A full lace is when you lay the shit down here and in the back, basically, right? Okay, cool. One of those. And I'm no rocket scientist. I'm not even a hairotologist, a cosmetologist. In no way do I know what the fuck I'm talking about at this point in time. But it's like, okay, so I know how a full lace wig goes. I've seen videos on YouTube. Like, I can't do the shit, but I kind of picked up a little something. Like, I know a little bit of what the fuck I'm talking about. I knew enough to book an appointment with you because you did good work. So I'm sitting in your chair and you're putting the lace on me. She put the lace down in the front or whatever. And then she's like, oh well, because it's like this and like that, we can't do this or we can't do that. And so she asked me like what hairstyle that I want. And I showed her the picture of the hairstyle that I wanted, and I was like, this is how I want my hair. She was like, oh, well, if you wanted that, you should have brought another bundle. Like, we're not going to be able to do that. It's going to be too thin. It's going to be too thin. So I'm in my head, I'm like, well, let me be the judge of that. Like, you do my shit how I asked you to do my shit. And then I'll just be like, okay, well, you know, I asked for this hairstyle. You told me it was going to be too thin. Now leave it up to me to be like, okay, well, I want it anywhere. Or like, no, I don't want it anyway. Y'all, it was a fucking ponytail. It was a ponytail. You see, like, it's a ponytail. And like, you could do a ponytail with the hair that comes in the wig. You was just talking about the shit was thick up, talking shit, and then as soon as they come to do a ponytail, it's like, oh, it's too thin. Is it thick or thin? Is it thick or thin? So it's like, okay. So I'm like, okay, well, we can do something else. And so she was like, you want curls? You want this? You want that? And I'm like, no, you can just like flat iron it, because like, she was like, oh, if you want curls or if you want crimps, it's gonna be. So when I told her I wanted the hairstyle, you see how the hairstyle got crimps in it? She was like, oh, and for the crimps, it's going to be another $25. And I was like, okay, well, I don't want the ponytail. I don't even want shit from you. Like, just let me out. But, like, I didn't say that. She was like, okay, so, if you still want crimps, basically, after we decided that we weren't going to scrap the ponytail, she was like, oh, okay, well, it's going to be, still 25 for the crimps. I was like, I don't want crimps anymore. Like, fuck you, you're not gonna do my hair how I want. I don't want shit anymore. Like, just leave me now. Like, let me go now, right? So mind you, there's still lace in the back, so she just cuts the lace off the back and just leaves it. I can't make this shit up. She cuts the lace off the back, like, you know, the excess lace, like you do, and she just leaves it. You charged me for a full lace wig and only put down the fronts. This is not full. This is half. This is only half of it. So why am I getting charged for a full lace install when you only did half my shit? So I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm thinking, after we decided that we're not gonna do the ponytail, she still want to glue my shit down in the back though, right? So I'm already in my head like, you bitch, when I get home, I'm gonna put in a ponytail myself, like in my head though. But while she's talking, I'm just like, oh, okay, like, yeah. I'm like, when I get home, I'll figure it, finesse some shit, and I know how to do a fucking ponytail. Like, you know, I'll go home and do a ponytail myself. Me and my mama will get it together and try to be ponytailing my shit up. But if it don't look right, then so fucking be it. It was never meant to be anyway. But you don't even glue my shit down in the back. Like, y'all, I'm sitting there, she's doing my hair, whatever. Then she starts styling. She was like, okay, so how did you want to style? I don't even remember what I told her. If I could find the videos, I'll put them in here of how I ended up wearing it. Like, the lace was melted. Like, it was giving scalp. Yeah. But if I would have ever turned around and whipped my head really quick to the side, or turned to the back, or scratched my fucking neck, y'all would have been able to see, like, up under my fucking wig. And what gets me is, you charged me for a full lace wig install. You never installed a full lace on me, bitch. You played with me. That's what you did. You played. You fucking played. Like, you played as fuck. Because how on earth can you sit here and have two different prices for a full lace is this much, a frontal wig is this much, goddamn near $50 difference, but you gonna charge me for a full lace when you did a frontal? I guess it was the thought that counted. She thought that she was gonna get a full lace wig install, but she didn't though. And I just that was like the last incident that rubbed me the wrong way. And after that, I kid you not, I did my own hair. I YouTubed it. I did everything in the fucking book. Like, I was so gung-ho on I'm not getting my shit done by nobody else in the fucking city, because fuck y'all, like, fuck y'all for real. Because, like, there's no way in hell. And y'all, the cherry on top, to top it all off, because I haven't been through a fucking enough, this bitch, this is her Instagram. If you fucking know, you fucking know. This bitch had the nerve to not take no pictures, to not take no videos, just sing my merry way.
Boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy.
And when she never pulled that phone out to record and she just told me, have a nice day, I just knew right then and there I was done. fucking wrong. Like, any suspicion I had, any hunch I had before that was confirmed, because I was like, and I'm not gonna take no pictures too to top it all off. At least make me feel like you did a good job. At least make me feel like you did some shit. Even if you never post them, at least make me feel like, okay, well, she do everybody like this. Like, now I'm really feeling like the ugly fucking duckling, because I didn't get the style I wanted. I didn't get the install I wanted. I can't even take this shit off and put on another wig, because like these two fat ass braids you got in my head,
You need to go to jail.
like, you need to go to jail. Like, I need to call the people. There has to be somebody to call about this, because that's so fucking unfit. But after she got done, I was just like, well, at least my lace looks good and this and that. Like, I'm just trying to see the bright side of things. But like, she did me wrong, my kid. She did me fucking wrong. Like, I kid you fucking not. Like, that was so like, and I know y'all probably thinking like, oh, you always say you got scammed. Cause like, I always get scammed though. Like, I'm one of those. Yeah. But like, it was mostly when I was younger. I only got scammed one time since I've been an adult, which was recently. I don't know if I want to talk about that or not, but I'm learning my lessons. The only thing I have to say is, if you're watching this, Miss Girl, you know you was dead ass wrong. Like, look me in my eyes right now and say you wasn't fucking wrong. And I promise you, you can't even do that, because I bet you don't remember me. You treat me like a piece of shit and just cascaded me to the fucking side. So it's like not even a memorable experience for you, but for me, I was traumatized. I will never forget that. How could you do some shit like that? And you call yourself a motherfucking a slayer? A slayer of what? Slayer of what? What did you slay? My confidence? My self-esteem? My pockets? You evil witch? You did nothing that you were supposed to fucking do. You couldn't even break me the fuck back. That's what I'm saying. The least you could have did was give me a nice foundation. That's the least you could have did. If you knew you were gonna fuck me up like that and scam the shit out of me, you could have gave me a nice foundation for the road. That's the least you could have did. You talk shit about my wig in the fucking gate. First of all, you leave me outside in the rain. What? But like, I don't know if I paid the deposit or not. But if I did, that was definitely a reason that I went back. Because like, who the fuck is not about to get their fucking $25 back? Like, I need that. So I'm gonna come and sit in your face and you're gonna do my hair. Even if we have to reschedule. But like, I really don't fucking know. I thought I was gonna be the it girl with the fucking hair, the hairdo. Thought I was gonna have my shit slayed to the motherfucking guys. And I got played. Not slayed. Just played. Just fucking played. But you know what? It's not all bad, because that's why I learned how to do my hair in the first place. So for all you bitches that did me fucking wrong, a big fuck you, because I'm a good person, you know? Anyways, if you have been a victim of or anybody else doing you the fuck wrong, like those supposed to do your hair, you won't be compensated. Especially if it was years ago like mine was. You just won't. This is something you just gotta build a bridge and get over, sweetie. But yeah, that's my story. Thank y'all for watching. Yeah, I'm not dropping this on a Friday because I didn't do it last Friday, so I'm just gonna drop it whenever I get done editing. I love y'all. Leave me some suggestions down in the comments. Make sure y'all subscribe, post notifications, like, comment, the whole 9. Any ideas, let me know. Follow me on the gram. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video. I'm definitely going to get y'all that 5 story time I haven't forgotten, but y'all know time. And